What's up, guys? Celt here, coming to you once again with another rebuild, and this time we're going to do the Houston Rockets. Of course, just like every other rebuild, we're going to load the Professor 2K draft class here, and there is only one player on this team that is untouchable. Everything else is up for trades, and of course the only player that we're not going to trade or get rid of is James Harden, a 94 overall shooting guard making $26.5 million a year. He's here for the next 3 years, and he's going to stay on this team, and I'll give him all the money he wants if we had to re-sign him, but we don't. Everybody else on this team is available for trades, and of course the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of Ryan Anderson. There's literally no reason, no way that we should have gave this freaking fool $20 million just to play for this team. I want to get a decent power forward or somebody who's not making an insane amount of money. And unfortunately, it looks like everyone's making a good bit, but I do like what we can get here. J.R. Smith, Channing Frye, these are two good players. J.R. Smith is going to be good for us off the bench. I'll trade both of these players in the offseason, but in terms of the season right now, this is what the two players I wanted to get. I'm actually going to flip Eric Gordon too. He's making $12.5 million, and he's only a 77 overall for a starting shooting guard on this team, or sorry, a backup shooting guard on this team, and that is definitely not good. I can definitely get better players, and already this first pick is already better. We could get Rudy Gobert in this trade. I'm gonna look just to make sure there's nothing better around here, but I think I'm gonna do this Rudy Gobert trade, and all we do is basically Steven Adams and Andre Roberson. This is the trade. We get Steven Adams and Andre Roberson, two extremely good players. And if you haven't figured out already, in the multiple times we've done it, if you go down to Andre Roberson and you move his position over to small forward, he goes up. Oh, that's J.R. Smith. I am blind. Gonna move this back to shooting guard, and then we're gonna go to Roberson and move him to small forward. He goes up 3 overall. So that's like already extremely good for us. Now we have to upgrade our power forward, and we're definitely gonna upgrade point guard position. Patrick Beverley is good, but he's definitely not starting point guard good. So let's see, who do we have here? I'm actually going to see, I'm going to trade Clint Capella and a first rounder, and I'm going to see what kind of trades we can get here. I'm looking for a decent point guard, hopefully. Someone that can at least be starting caliber and not named Patrick Beverley. Patrick Beverley is a good backup because he's defensively a very good point guard. But in terms of everything else we want from him, he's not that great. I could get Josh Richardson for us, but we already have J.R. Smith. None of these trades are that good. Let me look for another player here who might have some good trade value on this team. Most people here might not have that great of trade value, so you know what? I'm gonna go look to see if I can find a trade, and you guys are gonna see me once I find a good trade for a new point guard to start on our team. Okay, so I know I said I was going to keep J.R. Smith until the offseason, but then this trade came up for Jeff Teague and Al Jefferson. All we have to give is our first round pick and a roster filler in Kyle Whittler. So we're going to do this because J.R. Smith was good, but Jeff Teague as a starting point guard is more important for this team. So now we have Jeff Teague, James Harden, Trevor Ariza, Channing Frye, Steven Adams, Clint Capella, Andre Roberson, and Nene coming off the bench. We have two centers here, so I'm going to go and package Nene and Al Jefferson together, and either I can get one really good center or maybe a good power forward. Greg Monroe, that's definitely better. I might take Tristan Thompson and Tyler Ennis. So we're just going to take everything from the Cavs and move them around the league. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to go all the way down to, or sorry, he's going to be up here because in 81. I'm going to go over to Tristan Thompson. I'm going to move him to the power forward position. He's going to go up in overall, so he's now in 82, and he's going to be our starting power forward for the team. Clint Capella is going to be our 6th man, most likely coming off the bench. So now we have a pretty good starting lineup of Jeff Teague, James Harden, Trevor Ariza, Tristan Thompson, Steven Adams, Clint Capella, Andre Roberson, Patrick Beverley, and Sam Decker and Channing Frye getting minutes too. I actually like this rotation so far. We're going to stimulate all the way to the All-Star weekend, and hopefully we're going to be doing a lot better. Let me make sure that we set our team training over to team chemistry because we're only at 30%. And I'm going to see you guys at All-Star weekend, and hopefully we're going to be doing good enough for maybe 6th in the conference and have a run at our first ship. So I decided that the only thing that we really needed to do is upgrade the bench a little bit before we get to the end of the season here. We are at All-Star weekend, and I think Sam Decker, 2 second round. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give you 3 second rounders for Nikola Jokic in a straight up trade, and the Denver Nuggets agree. Jokic is going to develop extremely well for us, and I thought that one other thing, let me just make sure that our lineup is doing pretty well, is we might be able to upgrade our small forward position and the point guard position. Trevor Ariza is very good, don't get me wrong, but I think if we want to win a championship, I'm going to give... I need to upgrade that position. I don't see... I can get Rudy Gobert. I'm actually going to do this trade. I'm going to grab Rudy Gobert, and then I'm going to flip Rudy Gobert for a better small forward. And on the season at the All-Star Weekend, we're 45-13. I know that everyone's going to be saying, you know, you're already so far ahead. You're already doing extremely well in the season. Why are you trying to screw it up by ruining your teammate chemistry? And it's mostly because I think that settling will not help us any, because I need to upgrade whenever we can. There isn't too many good small forwards, so I'm going to go look for a good trade for Rudy Gobert for a decent small forward in the league, and then I'll see you guys after I find one. Okay, so here we are with another trade I found for Rudy Gobert, 2 second rounders, and Patrick Beverley. I do like Patrick Beverley, but for this trade for Kelly Olynyk and Jay Crowder came up. Jay Crowder is going to be an extremely good small forward for us defensively, and he's going to be a very, very good upgrade. We're going to go look just to make sure that our lineup is looking pretty well. We have Jeff Teague, James Harden, Jay Crowder, Tristan Thompson, Steven Adams, Clint Capella, Andre Roberson, Nikola Jokic, Kelly Olynyk, and Channing Frye. I'm going to go and move Jokic over to the power forward position, and he should go up. And overall, yeah, he goes up 1. So yeah, I'm going to move him to power forward, and then I'm going to go and put Kelly Olynyk on the trade block here. I want to see if we can get a good point guard for him, somebody to come off the bench. We can get Patrick Beverley right back if we really want. I think that might be the trade, just to grab him back onto our team unless something better is up here. Ish Smith, I don't like him as much as I like Patrick Beverley. So yeah, we're going to grab Patrick Beverley back. So basically there was no reason to get Kelly Olynyk in the first place. I don't know why they wanted him, but in the end we always get him back. So now we have Steven Adams, and we have our benches consisting of Clint Capella, Nikola Jokic, Andre Roberson, Patrick Beverley, and Channing Frye. If I move Channing Frye to small forward, he should go up actually, because he's not... Well, he is 6'11", so let me just make sure. Yeah, he's going to go down, and so we'll keep him at power forward. The only thing I might want to do now is trade Jeff Teague. He's doing good, and I think that we might be able to find somebody better for him. So I'm going to put him and Corey Brewer on the trade block just in case there is a better point guard out there that we can grab at the trade deadline here. Iguodala is really good, don't get me wrong, but I'm looking for a point guard. There isn't anyone, so I'm just going to roll with this team. We're going to go to the coaching lineup one more time to make sure everything's set up here. We have Jay Crowder, who went down 1 point, but we're going to go over training one more time. Make sure we are training team chemistry because of all the trades that we just made here at the All-Star Weekend. We're at 40%, which isn't too bad, but at this rate, since we are first in the conference by 3 games, 1.5 games because the Warriors haven't played enough, I think this is going to be a team that could actually secure a first seed in the Western Conference Finals. So here we are at the end of season awards, and our very own James Harden wins MVP with 34 points, 7.5 rebounds, almost 9 assists, 1.5 steals, and half a block on the season, shooting 52 from the field and 44% from 3 points. Chris Dunn wins Rookie of the Year. Wow, that's actually a first. I've never seen this. 13 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. He's a 79 overall. Jordan Clarkson wins 6 man, 17 points and 4 assists off the bench, which is very, very good for him. Defensive player goes to LeBron James with 12 rebounds, 2.5 steals, and 1.5 blocks. D'Angelo Russell also wins. Well, not also, but the Lakers also win D'Angelo Russell's most improved player, 22 points, 3.5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.5 steals, and half a block. And our very own Mike D'Antoni coaches us to a 64-18 record, where for some reason our offense isn't that high rated. Considering we have James frickin' Harden, we should be way up there. So of course, oh, he's injured. No. Okay, 1 to 2 weeks, we can deal with that. James Harden is on the All-NBA first team, of course. Do we have any more Rockets on here? We don't have anyone on the second. Third team, no one. Defensive, we don't have anyone. But all rookies. I don't think we have any rookies at all. So we're just gonna go into playoffs, and we are the first seed, of course, because we have the best record in the conference. I'm gonna go check standings. I think we have the best in the league, maybe. Yes, we do. So we beat the Cavs because we basically dismantled their team and took J.R. Smith and Tristan Thompson from them. And we have the Golden State Warriors, who are behind us by only 1 game. So that's going to be a very difficult matchup. Well, here's our team stats on the season. We have James Harden leading with 34 points. Insane numbers. We have 14 points coming out of Jeff Teague and 7 assists a game with 1.5 steals, which is very good for him. I was going to trade him, but he proved himself and he earned a spot on this team. Jay Crowder has 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 1.5 steals and almost a block a game. Steven Adams has 11 and 6. Nikola Jokic is 11 and 7 with 1 block as well. Tristan Thompson is out there with 8 points, 10 rebounds, and everyone else is just doing pretty well. Basically, James Harden has led this team straight to a first seed. The only thing we can do is we're going to simulate against the perfect 500 Lakers, because we're probably going to, well, we might not sweep them because James Harden is injured, but we beat them in 6. So let's go check the coaching lineup to make sure. And James Harden is back and better than ever. We have Patrick Beverley in the starting lineup. Is Teague? Teague is injured. He's out for the season. 2K. Oh, jeez. I don't think we're going to win it in the first season. We were fucking close, though. But 2K decided to injure our starting point guard. And never mind, just as I say that, we end up beating the Spurs in a complete sweep as we end up against the Portland Trail Blazers. They end up in a 7-game series against Utah. We're going to simulate this game by game. They take the first game. We take the second. They take the third. Come on. Oh, and they're up 3-1. And we're eliminated in 5 games. It's a Portland Trail Blazers and Chicago Bulls finals. So we're just going to simulate the round here. And the Trail Blazers win. Damian Lillard, yeah, he's going to win. 25.6 rebounds, 11 assists, 1.5 steals a game on 50% 3-point shooting and 50% field goals. That's pretty insane numbers coming from him. I thought we had a really good chance, but Jeff T got injured just at the end there. We're going to go straight to league meetings, make sure nothing gets changed around, and make sure everything gets rejected. We're going to go to staff signings too, just to make sure that we have a good head coach. I'm going to offer Kevin McHale a 4-year deal at $4 million. And I'm going to offer Steve Kerr. Oh, actually no, I'm going to offer Greg Popovich a 4-year deal for $6 million. Flat out, just because I just want to make sure that we get a very good head coach. Greg Popovich accepts, so I'm going to sign him, and that's the only thing that we really needed. We're going to go to NBA draft. I don't think we have any picks for this season. We actually ended up trading most of them away. What I am going to do is I'm going to go, James Harden's injured, but that doesn't matter too much. We're going to go here, Steven Adams. We're going to trade his contract. He is making 22. He's good, and we're going to get 2 picks from the Celtics, which is exactly what I wanted. And then we're going to go down. He's just making too much money for me to want to keep him. I'm going to trade Corey Brewer as well. If I can get a Bulls first rounder, that's exactly what I want. We're just basically getting a bunch of picks here. Patrick Beverley. No. Channing Frye, you're gone. I'm sorry. You played decently for us, being like basically like the 9th man, but the pick from the Spurs is what I want. I'm just trying to make sure that we have a lot of money here to work with in the free agency. Anyone else I want to get rid of? Patrick Beverley I'll keep. He's 5.5 and he's a 76 overall. That's fine. I can work with that. I might trade Tristan Thompson. We'll figure it out once we get there. Team player options. We're going to go straight here. Clint Capella is obviously going to get one from us. Tyler Ennis. For these other guys, we won't give them anything. They're not high enough rating or overall for me to want them. I'll give Andre Roberson an extension offer, and Bobby Brown, you can get the hell out of here with that one. Any of our free agents that I want. Everyone's testing. We'll go straight to free agency here. Kevin Durant is here, and Steph Curry. I'm going to give Steph Curry the max deal I can give him, and a no trade clause. Oh, accidentally sin passed. I sin passed one day on accident. Oh, and Kevin Durant's gone immediately because I did that. Oh, jeez. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, God. Alright, so this kind of sucks. So we're going to go after Blake Griffin. I'm going to give you a max deal. Player option, no trade clause. Kyle Lowry, I'll give you 31. And a player option. And Gordon Hayward, I will give you 25. I'll give you 26 even. And we'll see who's here. Stephen Curry accepts another offer, and so does Blake Griffin, so we don't get either of them. Oh, geez. But we can get Kyle Lowry, who's going to be a good starting point guard for us. I think... Can I get anyone else? No, we don't have enough. Greg Monroe. We don't have any cap space. You know what? I'm sorry, Tristan Thompson, but I'm going to trade you away. 16 mil. We need to clear that up. Actually, even if we sign him, I don't think we'll have enough to sign anybody. Let me check real quick. Let me check my player contracts. How much cap space do we have? We have 1, so we'd get 17. That's not enough for me to really want anybody. So I'm gonna go to age. I'm gonna grab. Oh, this isn't free agency. We're gonna go to free agency, and we're gonna look at some older players. I might do a couple trades in a second here. Calderon, he'll be a good backup for us. Iguodala, you're asking for too much, unfortunately. Cephalosha, I'll trade for you. I'll sign you. Paul Millsap's asking for too much money. Bogut, I'll take you on the minimum too. Calderon, you're signed. Cephalosha, I'll sign you too. And Bogut goes to the goddamn Mavs. Oh, jeez. Alex Len, how much are you asking? Way too much. Solinger, Azili. No. Azili. Ashik. Okay, we'll sign Ashik. And Tyler Zeller. Hopefully Ashik comes too. Okay. So, that's going to be everyone for free agency. That actually went kind of awfully. No one really accepted the offers I wanted to give. James Harden goes down 2 overall somehow. Kyle Lowry's an 85. Tristan Thompson's an 82. Jay Crowder's an 81. Jokic goes all the way up to a 79. 79, Clint Capella. Andre Roberson is 76. He goes up 2. Basically, everyone doesn't. No, there wasn't too much change. There was a couple people who went down, but that's not too relevant here. We're going to go training camps. Hopefully, we have enough to send Clint Capella, and I want to send Jokic to untapped potential season. And let's see what our roster is looking like for the season here. We have Kyle Lowry, James Harden, Jay Crowder, Nikola Jokic, Clint Capella, Tristan Thompson, Andre Roberson, Patrick Beverley, Tyler Zeller as our starting 9 and for the roster here. It's not looking too bad. I'm going to make a couple trades just to start off the season because I do want to kind of upgrade the center position. And you guys are going to see what happens right after I find one. So here we are, and I drew up this trade here for Tyler Zeller and 3 picks in a trade for Joel Embiid. I just want to make sure that we upgrade our starting lineup. We need to give him someone who costs more money. You know what, I will give you Roberson. And you give me, no, not Ben Simmons, because they will definitely not do that. Give me your worst player. Caron Butler, alright, we'll take that. The Rockets still would acquire too much money? What do you mean? Alright. Who else is making a little bit here? Jokic, I'm keeping Jokic, obviously. I'll give you Cephalosha. Oh, he's on a no trade cost because he was a qualifying offer. Alright. Patrick Beverley in a trade. And I'll give you another pick. How about a top 5 pick? Alright, so the 76ers agree to this where we get Caron Butler and Joel Embiid. Is basically just for Joel Embiid to come to our roster so he could be our starting center. I don't know what's going on. Report. Okay. So, we now have Kyle Lowry, James Harden, Jay Crowder, Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, Tristan Thompson. I'm going to have Thompson. Yeah, I'm going to have Thompson starting. And I'm going to give a little bit more minutes to Embiid. We have Zeller here. And so this is going to be our lineup for now. I'm actually going to trade one more just to get rid of Zeller. I want to see if I can get a decent point guard to come off the bench here. Sergio Rodriguez isn't good enough. Shelvin Mack. It's not looking like any really decent point guards. I want to get somebody who's at least a 75. Tony Allen. I'm going to do Tony Allen. That's a good defensive shooting guard to come off our bench. So now our lineup is looking like Kyle Lowry, James Harden, Jay Crowder, Nikola Jokic. Nope, I'm going to have Thompson starting for this one. And I'm going to give 30 to Crowder. And now we have Tony Allen, Clint Capella, Nikola Jokic, and Andre Roberson as our bench for the 9-man rotation that we're going to run here. This is going to be the rotation that I keep for the season. Going to move over training, make sure that we have team chemistry set up. So yes, we do. So I'm going to simulate all the way to All-Star Weekend. And if I make any trades, then you're going to see it. Otherwise, you're actually going to see the end of season awards. So here we are at All-Star Weekend, and Kyle Lowry isn't just cutting it for us. And this trade came up here for Mike Conley and Troy Daniels. All we give him is Kyle Lowry and a second-round pick. And I'm going to do this because I like Mike Conley better. He's making a lot of money, but Kyle Lowry was actually making $3.5 million more. Mike Conley to me is just a better player overall. So now we have Mike Conley, James Harden, Jay Crowder, Tristan Thompson, Joel Embiid, Clint Capella, Tony Allen, Thabo Sefolosha, and Jose Calderon coming off the bench. I think I want to upgrade the power forward position one more time before I go out of All-Star Weekend, since we're at All-Star Weekend as of right now. Tristan Thompson's good, but he's doing okay, but I just want to see if there's anyone better. If not, then I will keep him. He's not doing super awfully, so that's nothing. But I'm going to go look and see if there's anything better for Jay Crowder. If we give this first-round pick and a second-rounder, it's basically the rest of our picks here. I'm going to basically go... By the way, we're 40-16 on the season, so we're doing pretty well, but not as good as last season. So yeah, I'm going to do this, and... with Jay Crowder, I'm going to package all the picks together and see if we can get an upgrade for a small forward position. We could get Derek Favors, who's a 3-star trade value. Sean Kilpatrick, who for some reason is rated extremely high. I don't know why his trade value is so high. Let's see. Alright, I might do this Kilpatrick trade. Yeah, I'm going to do this Kilpatrick trade, and then I'm going to grab Zebo, Kilpatrick, and Zebo's going to be up here. I'm going to package them together and see if we can get a better trade. Better small forward of some kind here. Steph Curry. For a second, I almost thought that was Steph Curry. TJ Warren. That might be the trade. TJ Warren, Patrick Patterson, welcome to the team. And then I'm just going to shop one more time just to see if TJ Warren has any good offers too. If not, I'm going to keep TJ Warren. He's still pretty young, 24 years old, 79 overall, so that's not too bad for us. I don't see anyone else here. I could get Larry Nance, move him to small forward. Gotta keep looking just in case. Yeah, I'm going to actually do this trade. I like Larry Nance Jr. and we get Nick Young, who's a good shooter for our bench. And I'm going to move over, grab Larry Nance Jr. I'm going to move him from power forward to small forward, so he goes up 2 overall. He should be our new starting small forward. So now we have Mike Conley, James Harden, Larry Nance Jr., Tristan Thompson, Joel Embiid, Clint Capella, Tony Allen, Nick Young, Thabo Sefolosha, and Jose Calderon. I'm going to give the minutes to Jose in a 9-man rotation, and I'm going to cut away the minutes from these guys a little bit and give some more to Tristan and Larry Nance. So this is going to be the lineup for the rest of the season here, and we're going to simulate all the way to the end of the season. Hopefully we're going to be doing a little bit better. Let me make sure the training is still set to team chemistry, and I'm going to see you guys at the end of the season with these season awards. In back-to-back MVPs goes to our very own James Harden. This time he went 30 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, almost 2 steals, and half a block a game with 48% field goal and 40% three-point shooting. Reggie Cummings wins Rookie of the Year with 17 points, 5 rebounds, half an assist, 1.5 blocks, and 1.5 steals and 1 block. Joakim Noah wins 6-man with 9 rebounds and 1.5 blocks a game. Defensive player goes to Anthony Davis with 26 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 blocks a game. Jabari Parker wins Most Improved. Didn't go up that much, but I guess he can get it. 18.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, 1.5 steals, 1 steal, and half a block. Coach of the Year goes to Kevin McHale of the Houston Rockets. I guess, oh, we must have lost Greg Popovich. I swore we signed him. But Kevin McHale with a 61-21 record, 94 overall for the team. That's pretty good. James Harden is on All-NBA First Team. Of course, he won MVP. So, NBA Second Team. Do we have any more Rockets here? I don't think we have any. Maybe on the defensive team. No, well, defensive and Rockets, I guess they don't go in the same well together. 61-21 was good enough for the second seed in the Western Conference. I think the Warriors beat us by 1 or 2 games. Oh no, we're actually tied, but I think they were up in the head-to-head. And the Celtics are actually number 1 in the Eastern Conference, which is kind of crazy. Who do they have? Isaiah Thomas, James Young, really no one. Well, Rudy Gobert and Al Horford and Steven Adams. They have a 3-headed monster in center lineup here. But Avery Bradley looks like he's injured, so that's pretty good for us if we ever have to face them. But it's going to be a lineup of Mike Conley, James Harden, Larry Nance Jr., Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, Tristan Thompson, Clint Capella, Andre Roberson, and Thabo Sefolosha. I'm actually okay with Nikola Jokic starting first because we're going to need the rebounding for the second unit, and basically the only one who can really do that on this team is going to be Tristan Thompson, who's a rebounding beast. So we're going to actually simulate the first round here. I think we're going to be able to sweep the Kings, or we beat them in 5. I'll take a 5 win. Now we're up against the Trailblazers. Let me make sure that the rotation is changed around, just make sure everything's good. Everyone is on fire. So we're going to simulate the first game. Ooh, they take the first game. We take the second. We take the third, fourth, and simulate the rest of the rounds, and we beat them in 6. So if we go at that record where we went from 5-6, this is going to be a game 7 against the Warriors. Mike Conley, James Harden, they're both extremely tired, but this is the finals. This is the playoffs. We have to do this. We're going to go all out on this one. Hopefully, if Tristan Thompson is going to take some of the edge off of these guys, and we win the first game. We win the second game. Are we going to sweep? Oh, we almost swept the Warriors. Oh, and okay, so we beat them in 6. So we make it to the finals in our second year. And we're playing the Chicago Bulls, who are the 4th seed. Let's go check the rosters for who do the Bulls have that make them so good. Jimmy Butler, of course Jimmy Butler is going to be there. Dwayne Wade, Bobby Portis is a 77. I don't know how they're in the finals. Taj Gibson's even injured for the season. And really, I don't know how they made it here. But basically just Jimmy Butler and Dwayne Wade. But I think this is going to be an easy finals for us. Make sure everything's changed around here. So we have Mike Conley, James Harden, Thabo Sefolosha, Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, Tristan Thompson, Clint Capella, Andre Roberson, and Nick Young. I'm going to show you our sliders just so you guys know that we are completely on 50. Everything here is 50, even injuries. The only thing that does matter is gameplay difficulty because we're not playing the game, we're just simulating. So we're going to simulate this game by game. And we take the first 2. We're going to sweep the Bulls in the finals in our second year. Yeah, we're going to simulate all the games. We're going to make sure that our rotation is changed around. And then we're going to simulate the game until the 4th quarter here. I think we're going to basically sweep. Oh, okay. Or they're going to take the... Okay. So, they take the first, but only by 1 point. Come out in the second, guns blazing with James Harden leading the team. 3rd quarter, we're just destroying them in the 3rd. And the 4th quarter, they're trying to come back. Are they going to come back? No. And we beat them by 5. Here we are at the 5-second mark. I'm going to jump in here so we can see the final celebration.
For 3. And the miss.
The heart and hustle of Conley really putting in work on defense.
Oh, and they've done it. The Houston Rockets are the new NBA champions. Just tremendous.
Well, they did it, and as they celebrate, you can just see the relief, the exhilaration that comes from winning it all.
You have to hand it to the entire organization. They work together to get right here.
And guys, what a reward for the fan base. I mean, I know one thing. They're going to enjoy this memory for a long, long time.
And we have enjoyed our time with you folks all season long. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long. Have a wonderful summer.
And as you saw from the final celebration, we won the second year for the Rockets rebuild here. And of course, James Harden is going to be your finals MVP with freaking ridiculous numbers in 41 minutes of playing. Basically, all quarters, he played almost all of it. 35 points a game, 7 rebounds, 10.5 assists, 3 steals, and he shot 52% from 3. If he does this in real life, he would actually destroy the entire league and make Steph Curry cry. Alright, so we're going to simulate all the way here. We're going to show you the final roster for the second season. Larry Nance is injured already? Bro, why are you concussed? Alright, this doesn't matter because, oh my god, Tony Allen torn his Achilles. But it doesn't matter because we won the championships, and regardless if you're injured or not, you get that ring. So now our lineup for the final season was James Harden, Mike Conley, Joel Embiid, Tristan Thompson, Clint Capella, Larry Nance Jr., Nikola Jokic, Andre Roberson, Nick Young, Thabo Sefolosha, Montrezl Harrell, Omer Asik, Jose Calderon, Cryon Butler, and Tony Allen. I went through the whole roster because everyone served to supply James Harden with the ball because he basically put the whole team, the whole Houston Rockets organization on his back and carried us to the finals. So, if you guys like this rebuild, if you have an idea of what you want me to rebuild next, feel free to comment down below. But I think this is one of the better teams I built, basically because James Harden is so easy to build around. You just give him anything and make sure that everyone else just passes him the ball. He's basically Kobe Bryant 2.0. Not actually, because I'm a Lakers fan and no one's going to be Kobe, but, you know, that's irrelevant. If you guys like the video, feel free to comment down below what team you want me to rebuild next, and like the video, subscribe, and, you know, hopefully next time we're going to rebuild a team that might even be better than this. You never know, because, well, I guess it's pretty hard to beat James Harden, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.